to the organization Free Nancy Clancy Secret Admirer. Chapter 8, A Close Call. Hey, Andy rolled down the window. I thought it was you. Nancy's brain froze. She gulped. Hi, Andy. This Andy, Bree whispered. When Nancy nodded, Bree let out a squeak like a mouse. What do we say? Nancy didn't know. Her brain was still frozen. What are you doing over there? Andy asked. Then he pointed to the bikes. Those yours? Yeah, we were riding our bikes. Nancy licked her lips and blinked. Then it started raining really hard, so we did thunder the sport for a minute. The words just seemed to pop out of their mouth all on their own. But they made sense, kind of. I have no idea who lives here, she added. Come on, I'll give you girls a ride home. Oh no, Andy was getting out the truck. What if Annie came home now? It would mess up everything. Andy picked up both bikes and put them in the back of the truck. Nancy and Bree scrambled into the front seat. Nancy peered down the street. So far, there was no sign of Annie. Before Andy started the engine, he turned to Nancy. Aren't you going to introduce me to your friend? Sorry, this is Bree, Nancy said hurriedly. Hi, Bree smiled a nervous smile. Too many of her teeth were showing. Okay, away we go. And he took out his key and started the engine. At last he tried to. Each time, the truck made a funny noise. This happens all the time, he said. It'll just take a second to fix it. I don't look so worried, Nancy. Worried? Nancy wasn't worried. She was frazzled. She was frantic. She was panic-stricken. Everything was going wrong. Well, Andy got under the hood of his truck. Nancy and Bree scrunched away down in the front, so maybe Annie wouldn't see them if she came by. Hurry, Andy. Nancy was shouting in her head. Nancy was almost 100% positive that she and Bree could send thoughts to each other. But they were best friends. Andy was only her guitar teacher. At last, Nancy turned. And oh la la, this time the engine sprang to life. The truck took off down the street. At the corner, a red station wagon was waiting to make a turn. That's Annie's car! Bree whispered to Nancy. They had gotten away in the nick of time. Merci beaucoup, Nancy said to Andy when they reached her house. She and Bree hopped in from the truck. See you Friday, same time, same place. Afraid not. Andy said as he got her bikes down. I need to call her mom. I got a gig late Friday afternoon. Andy was going to play guitar at the Candy Cafe for some little kid's birthday party. Oh, George is going on that party, Nancy exclaimed. So is Freddie. He's my little brother. Bree added, maybe we can switch your guitar lesson to Saturday. And he took back the truck, tipped his baseball cap to Bree and Nancy, and drove off. Talk about a close call, Nancy said. Once Andy's truck was out of sight, Bree's hand was pressed against her chest. My heart is pounding so hard, I have to sit down. In the kitchen, Nancy poured two big glasses of apple juice. While she gulped hers down, Nancy thought about what Andy had just told him. Bree, maybe running into Andy was a stroke of luck. It was? Think about it, Nancy paused. Now where Andy and Annie can meet Friday. A smile began to break out on Bree's face. She jumped up and started doing her little victory dance. Yes, the Candy Cafe. The birthday party invitation was on the fridge. The party ended at 5 o'clock. At 5 o'clock, they always have cake at the end. Bree said. Andy's jig will be over right before then. Nancy nodded, so ran the carter. Oh, 2:05 is when Annie has to show up. Oh, Bree, this is all working out. Bree said, we can do the candy cafe. We can go to the candy cafe when it's time to pick up Jojo and Freddie. A dreamy look came over her face. We can spot Annie and Andy and watch them fall in love. Nancy poured herself more juice. Maybe it wasn't just luck that Andy drove by, she said, squinting her eyes in deep thought. Of all the streets in the town, why did Andy pick any street to drive down? Maybe he was drawn to her house like a magnet. Oh, Bree sat back and let this sink in. It's like their love is mean to be exactly. Then Nancy clinked her glass against Bree's, and they both said at the same time, "Tantra love."